Hello there, this is my OBS recording, as you can see, and this is workspace 1, empty, workspace 3, empty, workspace 4, empty, and workspace 2 has OBS. So, what's this about? Why do I have this? Why am I talking about on workspaces? No particular reason. Now, as you can see, it looks a bit different than usual on my desktop. Why? Because I'm using a different window manager. So, indeed, that's what this video is about. It's about Qtile. What is Qtile? It's tiling window matcher, but it's written in Python, and it's pretty much the only full-fledged, still maintained, like the Python window matcher. Everything else seems to be just not really maintained at all. So it's very nice also tiling, and that's something different from it compared to another window matcher, which is window matcher. So I like Ice Window Matcher for a floating one, but I also like this, and this is Qtile. It's floating, but this one, it's not. This one is tiling. And what does that mean exactly? It means that Windows don't float. Instead, if you open a window, it loads full screen. If you have a second one, it fills up the other side. And if you have a third one, it opens this one up. And this one, and it follows a layout. I can also change the full screen layout, so it can just go between individual windows like that. But I can also go back to this. So then I can close this up. So that's what this one does. And as you can see, when it goes down, the rest fill up the screen. So you can see how these fill up the screen as I close them. And that's because it's the automatic tiler. That's what it does. I can turn up a whole OBS and it will do that. And yeah, I can close up the keyboard shortcut as well. And that's the Super W. So what is it that makes this nice? Why do I like this? Well, it's it's kind of the same reason why I like Ice Window Matcher. It works very well. It's I haven't had major issues with it, except it's certainly completely stopping working, but I presume that's still my fault somehow. In any case, I like it. I think it works well. The key bindings work consistently through apps. That's not the case with i3 or Awesome in my experience, so that's a huge plus for this. It does basically right. And I can, move my workspaces. I can move windows between workspaces. And, I can also do, I can, just, kind of, I can once again move between workspaces with my windows as well. And that works very well. And that's just that. And now I can go back onto my first workspace and I can go back here. And I can have a menu. You can see I have a profile menu here that has open apps and so on. So why do I like this? Why is this a good workflow? Because I don't need to move my mouse around a bit. As you can see, I'm also being in this corner towards the entire time. I guess they move it, if I want to open up terminals, I can move my mouse, I can shift focus with my mouse. I can, assemble my window manager, I can do all of that. Like, I'll just not move my mouse and I can do everything on the keyboard. I can also change the position of these using my keyboard. And yeah, so if you want to open something different, maybe let's open up like VS Codium. Just to start changing spots. Then I can do more terminals. Then I can, kind of move it around like this. That's with using Super Control NK or J, whereas moving focus is Super NK or Super NK. So yeah, that's what that does. Then I can do Super W to close things. So that's very simple. I can do workspace with Super and the number of workspace, or I can do Super and arrow keys. And this means I can work very quickly. I can do everything on the keyboard. I can navigate. I can find my apps to the keyboard. Super desk is this one, and I can do it. I can log out the keyboard by doing Super Shift desk, and I can select here what I want to do. And I can open terminal with keyboard. I can open up apps with keyboard. I can do everything with keyboard. I can take screenshots of the keyboard with print, which is on delay as well. By the way, I have a delay on that. Then I can do all kinds of other things. So yeah, it's very quick to use. It opens up windows in this kind of a shared layout by default, which allows me to just touch it manually, because on Ice Window Manager what I would have to do is basically use like a key to set it that way, and also It only does like columned or like vertical horizontally like columned or road windows, but here it's more of a grid type of thing, as you can see here. So you can see they're kind of like this. So it's more intended for keyboard usage and kind of spreading things out evenly through the display. Of course, you can stick on layouts, you can do all the layouts. I have only enabled the maxed out and the ratio layout, but you can enable all the other ones as you might want to. And I can swap between these, so I have enabled with Super and Tab. So that's another thing, I can really quickly change between layouts. And everything is kind of works well with the keyboard and very efficiently. Everything can speak to it naturally, and it's very convenient in that sense. So now if you want to see our config, we can go to, we don't need OS here because in our home directory actually we can do nano.config -qtile.config.py. And you can see there's like a bunch of Python functions here that can do all the different parts. I'll link this all below. I'll have this all updated in a repository, so it will all be there. Then you can also go to our Rofi config. You can see I have kind of set my width, my line number, as in here, and my column number. I have 2 columns, and my font. And yeah, so I have this menu, which I've shut down. And that is that. So if I close it up, I can go to my theme. And this comes to my colors for my, this comes to colors for my Profi, which look like this. So yeah, you can do whatever you want really with this. And that's really the point here. You can really kind of start selecting things by color. Actually, let me change nothing. I think it is fine. My config is fine. It looks nice. You know, I have my monitors here. I have my clock here. I have my window icons here. If I copy things, what I have copied just up here. I have my desktops here. My workspaces here. You know, everything is kind of follows the same approach. I can also just click on these and just focus that way as well. Though it is unnecessary. So that's really the quick review. I like this window matcher. It's very quick. I have my configs like that. It uses very simple configs. I'm familiar with Python, so it's easy to configure for me. It works well. It looks nice when I make it look nice. You know, it just suits me very well. It asks me to use this kind of keyboard-driven layout a lot more. And yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you around later.